I'm a 42-year-old woman, married for 19 years to my husband Mark, 49M. I've been a stay-at-home mom since our youngest was born. We have 2 children, Lucas, 18M, a senior in high school, and Emma, 14F, a freshman. My kids are my entire world. Everything I did, every sacrifice, every compromise was for them. I thought I was building a safe, stable home. Now I know how wrong I was. Lucas has been dating his girlfriend, Sophie, 18F, since sophomore year. She was at our house constantly. Family dinners, holidays, road trips. I drove her home when her mom worked late. I helped her pick out a prom dress. She called me when she was anxious about college applications. I loved her like my own. Mark always seemed overly involved, but I brushed it off. He prided himself on being the cool dad. He talked to our kids' friends like they were adults. I told myself it was harmless. I told myself I was paranoid. About 3 months ago, I saw something I wasn't meant to see. Mark was sitting on the couch scrolling through his phone when he got up to take a call, leaving it unlocked. A message popped up. I didn't mean to read it, but my eyes caught a line that made my stomach drop. It was Sophie's name. And the message was intimate in a way no teenager should ever be speaking to a married man, let alone her boyfriend's father. I felt like my body shut down. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I spent the entire day convincing myself I misunderstood, that there was context, that I was spiraling. But once the seed was planted, everything unraveled. I checked his laptop later that week and found saved photos of Sophie pulled from her social media. Nothing explicit, but deeply inappropriate. There were also months of deleted message logs, dating app profiles hidden under fake folders, and hours-long call histories with her number. What hurt the most weren't just the betrayals, it was the cruelty. Messages where Mark mocked my appearance, complained about my aging body, compared me to her youth. Sophie responded with laughing emojis. Agreement, validation. I saw comments about Lucas too, about how boys his age don't know anything yet. How Mark framed himself as more experienced, more understanding. I became physically ill. I haven't confronted Mark yet, not immediately. I needed time, evidence, a plan. I was terrified of what this would do to my son if I handled it wrong. About a week later, I found an item of clothing in our bedroom that didn't belong to me or my daughter. I didn't even cry. I just felt numb. I finally told my brother everything. He connected me with a ruthless divorce attorney who told me one thing very clearly: protect the kids first. I documented everything: screenshots, backups, cloud saves, dating profiles showing he filtered exclusively for women barely out of high school. When I couldn't stomach staying in the house another night, I picked up Lucas and Emma early from school and drove them to my brother's place. They knew something was wrong the moment they saw my face. Telling them was the hardest thing I've ever done. Lucas didn't cry. He went completely still. Like something inside him just broke quietly. Emma screamed. She raged. She demanded answers I didn't have. We met with Sophie's mother the next day. She was horrified. She confiscated Sophie's phone and showed me the messages. They only went back a few months, clearly deleted, but it was enough to see how deeply Mark had embedded himself into her life as a mentor, a support, someone she trusted. Sophie insisted they were in love. She refused therapy. She accused me of jealousy and manipulation. When I confronted Mark over video call, with my lawyer present, he panicked. He denied everything while contradicting himself. He demanded I bring the kids home. His rage surfaced in a way that terrified me. A protective order was filed. Temporary custody granted. Lucas asked for therapy on his own. Emma oscillated between fury and grief. She started remembering moments that made her uncomfortable in hindsight. Comments Mark made about her friends, lingering looks, questions about popularity. The shame crushed me. The divorce proceedings were brutal but straightforward. Mark didn't fight custody. He stalled, deflected, delayed. Then 3 weeks before final judgment, he vanished. Drained accounts, closed credit lines, one-way ticket overseas. He didn't even say goodbye to his children. The court granted a default judgment. I have full custody. On paper, I won. But there's no victory here. Lucas is in college now. He rarely speaks about his father. When he does, it's detached. Careful. Like touching a wound he doesn't want reopened. Emma still asks if he'll come back. I don't answer. Sophie disappeared from our lives completely. Her mother says she's drifting, refusing help, clinging to the version of reality Mark fed her. I'm rebuilding from nothing. Financially, emotionally, physically. Some days I feel powerful, other days I feel hollow. But I'm here. My kids are here. We're safe. And I refuse to let what he did define the rest of our lives.